In this video, we are going to see how to solve the time domain specification problems. Actually, the given problem is unity feedback system is characterized by an open loop transfer function g of s equal to k divided by s into s plus 10. Determine the gain k so that the system will be having a damping ratio of 0.5 for the value of k. Determine peak overshoot and time at peak overshoot for unity step input. Actually, the given problem consists of a unity feed a open loop gain k divided by s into s plus 10. So now input is r of s. Here feedback is unity feedback. Output is c of s. So from this we have to find the closed loop transfer function. So now closed loop transfer function equal to c of s divided by r of s equal to g of s divided by 1 plus g of s into h of s. So we know g of s equal to k divided by s into s plus 10 divided by 1 plus g of s equal to k divided by s into s plus 10 into h of s value equal to 1. So therefore k divided by s into s plus 10 divided by, so now we have to take LCM. So it will become s into s plus 10 plus s into s plus 10 plus k into 1 divided by s into s plus 10. So this term will get cancelled each other. Finally we will have k divided by, so we can multiply this with inside term s square plus 10s plus k. So this is the closed loop transfer function equation of this system. So now from this, so we know the structure of second order system equation. Actually this is second order system equation. We already know the standard structure. C of s divided by r of s equal to omega n square divided by s square plus 2 eta omega n s plus omega n square. So this is the structure of standard second order closed loop transfer function. So now the derived value is k divided by s square plus 10s plus k. So now from this, actually now we have to go to the given problem. The unity feedback system is characterized by an open loop transfer function value. Determine the gain k so that the system will have a damping ratio of 0.5. So now the given damping ratio equal to 0.5. For this 0.5 we have to find the k value. So now from this we know omega n square equal to k. Omega n equal to square root of k. So now we know 2 eta omega n, 2 eta omega n equal to 10. So now eta equal to 0.5. So 2 into 0.5 into omega n equal to 10. So now omega n equal to 2 into 0.5 1. Therefore omega n equal to 10. So now we can substitute here. So omega n equal to 10 equal to root k. Therefore k equal to 10 square equal to 100. So now k value equal to 100. Next, what is the second requirement? Determine the peak overshoot and time at peak overshoot for unit step input. So time at peak overshoot is nothing but peak time. So we know peak overshoot equal to the formula for peak overshoot, percentage peak overshoot mp equal to e power minus eta pi divided by square root of 1 minus eta square into 100. So now eta value equal to 0.5 into, we can substitute pi value into 1 minus eta value 0.5 square into 100. So now, so from this you will get 0.163 into 100. Therefore, percentage peak overshoot equal to 16.3%. Next, the time at which peak overshoot occur is peak time. So we know the formula, peak time equal to pi divided by omega d. So for this we know pi divided, we do not know omega d directly. It means it is damped frequency of oscillation. So we have to write omega d equal to omega n into 1, omega n into square root of 1 minus eta square. So now pi divided by, we know omega n value. So omega n value is 10 into square root of 1 minus eta value is 0.5 square. So we will get 0.363 second. So now solution. Finally we have to write the solutions from the given problem. So we have to find the value of gain k value at eta equal to 0.5. At eta equal to 0.5, gain value equal to 100. The second required thing is percentage peak overshoot equal to 16.3%. Third requirement is peak time, TP equal to 0.363 second. So these three are the three requirements from the given problem.